it's essential, these kind of conferences, you come and you listen and you speak to other people. Sometimes you can take a little bit from one person, a little bit from another, and get a good strategy.
It's been very, very useful, and I was particularly pleased this morning with the opening speech from Roger Griffiths about the achievements this year, particularly around our political influence and being able to get to people who are the main decision makers at the minute.
The first session's been amazingly useful, hearing the Home Office talk about the new bill coming in, which is going to have a huge impact on absolutely all practitioners out there in the UK today. So yeah, so far, brilliant.
I think probably the biggest issues for us really are around increasing worklessness and welfare reform and the potential that has for youth incidents of ASB.
I guess the other issue is managing our residents' expectations about antisocial behaviour, because antisocial behaviour is such a broad spectrum of stuff that goes on, problems in the community. Some people are very resilient to it, some people aren't, and it's just picking out those who are particularly vulnerable to antisocial behaviour and focusing on them. So that's a big challenge for us as well.
And also the impact that universal credit will have when, tenants who may have low-level mental health problems or suffer from drug and alcohol issues, all of a sudden getting universal credit in their bank and not being able to sort of budget and use it appropriately, I think are going to present us with some challenges in terms of case numbers going up.
The other challenge we're facing, of course, is money to pay for legal fees, and I really think that more and more housing associations or housing providers should be allowed to self-represent in the county courts in order to get the best value for money for their organisation, really.
I would recommend membership. Raglan gets a tremendous amount out of the Social Landlords Crime and Nuisance Group, particularly around sort of training and development, ideas, things that come out of the conference, the opportunity to get frontline staff to see what happens with other organisations.
It's really, for me, about training, it's about support, it's about education.
Partnership, sharing of best practice and the experience of working with others and seeing how others work. That's the biggest advantage with the SLCNG.
Definitely recommend it, networking opportunities, seeing what works well elsewhere, then taking it back to our own organisation and saying, why can't we do this?
The most beneficial thing about it is that they talk our language. If they can't answer our question, they always know somebody that can.
Membership of Social Landlords Crime and Nuisance Group gives us a real opportunity to exchange notes and compare notes with other providers so that we can learn from what they're doing, they can learn from what we're doing and keep abreast of what's going on out there. It gives us a bit of an advantage and an edge over new approaches to tackling old problems.
The awards ceremony to actually recognise the achievements, in which many cases are quite unsung heroes, and that benefit and the ability to reward people is fantastic.